Hello and welcome back. Yes, we are in June. I've been busy. This field has been ripped up, collected all the straw, and of course the big field over there has been ripped up as well. As you can see, 57... What on earth has happened there? Okay. Field 57 has been cultivated. It was a massive grass field. But we need to look at a better seeder, and I do absolutely love that Doit. But because of the mud mod built into this map, it is struggling to get anywhere. I mean, we need the big boys, you know what I mean, like this. That little Doitz is struggling, which is kind of annoying, but, you know, it is what it is. As you can tell, the money has gone up. We're on 204,162. All the silage has been sold. I didn't put any in the TMR mixer because obviously there's 90-odd thousand in there. We've only got 8 calves. It's not really going to make much difference. But we need a better seeder, and we need one now. Oh, there's a nice tedder there. 8.7 meter tedder. What size is our tedder? 4.5. You are 8.7. We're buying that. Okay, so we're going to buy the tedder. There we go. Just over 13 grand. I think that is an absolute bag. Oh, I'd love to buy this. Only 9% off though, but we don't have the money. We have to be responsible. So right now we need a better seeder. We've only got that small one. We've got 190,000 to do it. We don't need to spend all of that money on a seeder. But one that can direct drill would be beautiful. You require 200 horsepower, 300 horsepower, 240 horsepower, 185, 150. We've got 162. I think. Our little Heston. 162. Okay. 162 horsepower. So, let's get back on there. And we was up to here. I think the Horse Pronto would be really good. Because it can do them all. But then we've got this. That only does cereal crops. But then that means we'd have to look, if we want to start doing corn and things like that, we'd have to start looking at that kind of header. 168, 230 horsepower. I mean, this is the seeder we've got at the moment. This thing. I mean, it's done the job. It's got crops in the ground. I'm not going to lie. But, we're ripping up that big grass field. I think it's just going to be way too much to ask for that little seeder. You only require 110. This is my version. The original is here, the John Deere 455. Normally it takes liquid fertilizer, but I readjusted it as well, and I made it so it takes solid fertilizer. So there is these two. That's why it's an MPG, so I know it's my one. But I am thinking about this. I know it's 100,000. But 150 horsepower, we're going to have 12 horsepower more than we need. It's 9 meters. You're 9.1. And you're basically 70 grand. 5,426 on capacity. Let's have a look at the Horse Pronto. Multi-fruit. Capacity 7,000. For an extra 2 grand, we can have a higher capacity, 7,000. It is a lot of money, but I personally think being able to direct drill, this seeder offers the possibility to directly to seed directly. I mean, that is going to help us out. We will not need to cultivate. So that cuts out a lot of stuff. And being able to do corn, sunflowers, sugar beets, cotton, potatoes, and sugar cane. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but I think we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to get the big capacity. Hopefully the Heston can do it. We're on 88 grand. We're going to need to buy some seed as well. And I need to give you a wash. You look absolutely filthy from going through like one puddle. It's ridiculous how quick the puddles get your tractors dirty. There we go, the beautiful Heston. But yeah, it's sad, but that little Deutz, it really struggles. Like, really bad. But, you know, it is what it is. But, in a good note, this oat field is ready to harvest. That oat field over there is ready to harvest. I do believe our canola field is ready to harvest. That's just around the back of the horses there. But we need to get some more seed in the ground. It is June. We've got one more month before we can sell the beans. We didn't get a lot of beans, but hey, you know, it is what it is. So let's get to the shop. We'll pick up our new seeder. We do have that new windrower, new tedder, sorry. So we can actually sell the old class one that we had. Let's sell that for just over near 4.5 grand. And I might keep our old seeder just in case, because we can have one of the other little tractors in a different field. But yeah, we haven't done bad. We brought a new seeder for 100 and something thousand. We've got 92,924 left. We still need to buy seed, liquid fertilizer, herbicide, and all kinds of good stuff like that. The little calves are doing great. We are getting slurry and manure, so we do need to think about getting that moved, which again is great. I'm just hoping with this having 12 horsepower extra, this Heston, that it can do the job. I'd love to get a Heston baler, you know, on the back of this Heston tractor. I think that would look stunning. Do I have any Heston balers installed? I think I do. If not, I've probably not activated it, but I do know I have one. I must not have installed it. I do have a Heston baler. Any traffic behind me? Oh, only two. You're fine. But yeah, let's get our seeder. We're going to get barley put in our new big field that we got ripped up. I think it's just going to be more beneficial just to put crops in there. Honestly, behind the scenes, the silage is getting a little bit tedious. But it is bringing in the money, so I can't really complain. Oh, there, that's a big beast of a seeder. And it's not 9 o'clock for the store to open. Let's speed time up to 9 o'clock. There we go. I would like to get a 3-point link for this tractor, but so far, you know, we can. Jeez, he's on a power mission going through that store. Look at him. Must be the manager. Right, so we need solid fertilizer and crop, bag of seed. Jeez, one of these things. Big bag of fertilizer. Big bag of seed. Is that just the seed bag, or does that actually have seed in it? I don't know. We'll get fertilizer big bag. We'll get... Oh, no. I only want 2 bags of fertilizer. We'll have... seed. That's the lime, pig food, seed, big bag. There we go. We'll have 4 big bags of seed. We'll top up with the fertilizer. We'll get it all topped up whilst we have the money. Wow, 6,400 for seed. Fuck. Oh, jeez, that is pretty costly. But needs must. Just trying to turn around at a bit of a better angle. Here we go. So that should fill this up. Right, and then we need barley. So wheat, barley, oats, canola. Right. And the ability to do multi-crop is fantastic. Let's get this topped up in a brand new seeder. It's full of 4,000, but it says it's only at 99%. Honestly, game, I don't know how you work that one out, but congratulations, you're good at maths. So here we go with our new multi-fruit horse pronto, being pulled by the sexy little Heston. I am slightly worried that with only having an extra 12 horsepower extra when this big thing is running, we may struggle on the incline. I mean, if we're going down, we don't need to worry, the weight of the whole thing will push us down, but uphill, I'm just hoping this little Heston has enough bite. Hopefully. And wait a minute. Oh. I thought I saw... I must have seen... It must have been a previous day. I thought I saw another Heston. You had loads of room, don't over-exaggerate. And you, I don't know why you're slamming your brakes on. If I was driving the other side of the road, I would understand. But I'm not. Alright, so that big grass field of ours is going to be seeded in barley. I do have a mod to tell you. If you look in the bottom right, it actually says the names of what they are. A solid fertilizer, I don't know if you see it, barley. There, you should see it, barley. That is a mod to tell you the names. Because if you're like me and you played Farm Sim for a while, you still forget which one's which every now and again. Especially with straw, hay, grass. Straw, not so much, but hay, grass and things like that. Chaff, honestly, that's easy to see. I mean, if you can't see that, then there's problems. We're definitely going to have to think about another way of sourcing some more income. Maybe buy this campsite. Let me know down in the comments, when you buy this campsite at the main farm, this farm here, does it generate you income? Let me know. If it does generate you income, then I think it could be the possibility that we look at buying it. Right there, how's Gary doing? Hopefully Gary's doing fine. Let's have a quick look. The calves are doing fine. 15,800 litres in slurry. That is beautiful. Gary's worth £810. Fitness, 25%. Cleanliness, well, you know. I did actually take him out for a ride. But here we go. This field is huge. I was thinking about extending it out to here, but then I thought I could probably put some cash generators, stuff that generates money for us in this field. Alright. So, let's have a quick look though. When is the best time to sell barley? December. We are currently in June, so we've got plenty of time. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months. Surely it should be ready by then. Alright, come on, Heston. It's doing it. Albeit a struggle, it's doing it. A steady 9 mile an hour. I will take that. But considering the small bit of machinery that I was using, we definitely got our money's worth out of that cedar. Most definitely got our money's worth out of that. I'm just worried that I might not be able to see where I've been. It's like when I was doing the spraying at the oat fields, couldn't really see where I'd been. But, we'll be alright, we'll get there. But I think this is going to be a massive mega harvest for us, this field. When it comes time to harvesting it. Was thinking possibly, do we need to upgrade the harvester to something with a bit of a bigger capacity, but then I was like, well, not really. It's got the width of the header. Yeah, it hasn't got an amazingly massive tank. But are we really doing enough arable to really make use of a bigger harvester? It'd literally just be for a bigger capacity is all it'd really be for. But yeah, still. And then I sat there and I was like, well, let's be realistic. Just because we've got that money, we don't need to waste it. We saw that tedder in the store, in the sales, and it's like, that would actually benefit. It's bigger than the one we've got. But with this field, I really don't want to sit there and wait a few hours, you know what I mean? For this field to be done with that dinky little cedar. I was debating whether to sell the little doits. Because there is a tractor that I have seen, and it's a Deutz Alice. And I was like, maybe we sell the little Deutz that we got, and we get that Deutz Alice. It can go up, I believe, to 300 and something horsepower, and it's only like probably near enough 60 grand. And I'm thinking that is going to be beautiful. That will be like the big boy tractor of the farm for 300 plus horsepower. And it looks like this Heston is doing the job with this, but it is struggling. It's like slipping slightly. You are slipping slightly, I've got to say. Doing a fantastic job though. But here is the tractor in question. I think it's in medium. There's the beautiful little Heston that we have. And where's the Deutz Alice? Let's have a look. Here it is, the Deutz Alice. Currently, for 186 horsepower, it's 34,700. But if we go, you know what? Bang. Engine swap. 375 horsepower. 49,700. That is absolutely beautiful. I would change the wheels to this for the single row crop wheels. Exterior attachments. Style. Do we need it? Can it have a 3-point link? No, it can't. But we can have weight on the front. I think that's a wee bit bright. Deutz Alice. I think we'll keep it with green. Do you know what? I'm going to buy it. 375 horsepower and a Deutz Alice. We'll get that to do this field and cart this around. Because sorry Heston, but needs must. We will sell the little Deutz, the little one. So I'll be back in a minute. I'll go grab that tractor, bring it down here, and we can carry on getting some barley in that field. So I've just got back from the store. I also brought the tedder down here as well. We are using now the beautiful Deutz Alice. There it is. 300 plus horsepower in this old girl. New motor. Pulling this. Let's see how it does. 300 horsepower. It's gotta do it. Surely. I mean, if this thing struggles, then questions will be asked as to why this is struggling. It has the power, it has the torque. Oh, and look at that, 11. I mean, the Heston was doing fine, but every now and again, the slip. It's more than capable of doing this. But having a tractor now that is 300 plus horsepower for dirt cheap, we've still got 20 odd grand. I mean, we're doing fine, but I think it was just needed changes. These were things that were needing to be done. You know, I mean, it's alright. You know, could I have gone along and done a bit more with that little seeder? Yes. And I would have done. I mean, you've seen me do it. But it got to the point where we had the money, and that was one of the changes that needed to be done. That dinky little seeder that we were using was definitely taking a decent amount of time to get things done. And that's not what we want. We really don't. Hopefully my sound's a little bit better today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so probably hear like the old croak in my throat, like I've swallowed pebbles. So I'm trying not to get a lot of crops in all the fields at the same time, so we can do rotation. You know, so all the fields don't need to be harvested at the same time. There we go. Down. But having this horse pronto, multi-crop, we will need to look, of course, at headers that give us the ability to do sunflowers, corn, and other kinds of crops like that. Because, I mean, maybe one of the fields we could do as a cornfield and turn it into corn silage. Maybe. I'm not sure. But having this horse pronto certainly is making light work of this. Just imagine how many times would we have had to go around this headland to get that one area just there with our old setup that we had. Probably 3 times, maybe. I think it was about 3. At a push. It is small. And hopefully we won't have the issue that we had last time where, you know, we've got a load of little gaps where the seed's been put into the ground. Because that would be bad. But yeah, you'll have to let me know. What do you think to the changes bringing in the Deutz Alice? I mean, as I've said many times, I am a sucker for old equipment, vintage equipment, equipment with character. I mean, I'm probably one of those people that will go on Welker Farms map with how big those fields are and use a 3-meter cultivator and a harvester that's absolutely tiny. Because that's just who I am. Swing around. We've done a decent amount of this field already. Just look how much easier now this is. With that. Fantastic. But what I will do is, off screen, I will get these oat fields harvested. And in the next one, we will harvest the canola. Because we're going to be starting to make our own diesel. And that is just literally for our vehicle use only. I'm not making it to sell. It's just so we can top up our vehicles. Which I thought would be just a handy little thing to do. I mean, I bet that looks... Oh, just look at that. Deutz, Alice. Doing the business. Oh. Stunning. Nothing's going to stop this little green beast. But you'll have to let me know, what should we do with that little Deutz? I mean, it is a good little tractor. We could use it as a little shunting tractor. To like shunt the header trailer around. It'd be a shame to see it go. But it just does struggle. Because it's got the dinky small wheels at the front. It does struggle. Oh, we're going up an incline, and look at this. 10 miles per hour. Well, we know that won't be happening in real life, especially with a Deutz Alice. Unless you put a big, beefy engine in the thing. But let me know in the comments, what kind of engine do you think they would have put in this to get 300 plus horsepower? What kind of engine? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to see what you think. There we go, swing around. But this is going to look amazing. But that is going to be it for this one. I hope you have enjoyed it. Yes, we haven't done a lot of farming. But, like I say, we always have to do prep work. We always have to try and think one step ahead. And that's exactly what we did with the Horse Pronto and the Deutz Alice. But till then, have a great day, stay safe, and I will see you all in the next one. I will see you all then. Whilst I crack on and get this done.